Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my pickups for the month of January. Yes, I hope everybody had a good January. Start off 2020 with a bang. So hopefully everyone's been doing good so far on that. So again, these are my horror pickups for this month. Wow, mostly all Blu-ray. I have 3 DVDs to show, which is really weird for me because I buy both Blu-rays and DVDs. But this time around, I didn't find much in the DVD section. A lot of stuff kind of either turned me off or I found upgrades. So I figured, yeah, if it has a Blu-ray, I'll buy the Blu-ray. So without further ado, let's get in with the update. First right off the bat, I got from Scream Team Releasing, and I did the backing of this movie. I had the first one, which was a fun horror anthology that takes place on Halloween. And that again is 1031 Part 2. I already gave me a link, and I've already watched the film. It was good. Some good stories, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of practical effects. It does have a different cover. I don't know if I can get it out. Like the stick. But that's the alternate art. And the other one's got like a witch on the side. But I always liked that artwork right there. So it comes with a cool different slip cover. So yeah, it's a nice little horror anthology to watch during Halloween time. So 1031 Part 2. Next is a blind buy pickup. I found it dirt cheap on Amazon. And that is 100 Bloody Acres. I've been hearing good things about it. I'm late to the party, so we'll give it a watch. If anybody's seen 100 Bloody Acres, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this movie. Classic, thanks to Scream Factory. Picked up the Alligator People. Been wanting to grab it, just haven't been finding other stuff. I said, this time I'm buying it. So, yes, the Alligator People. Another one I found cheap on Amazon, and that is Alien vs. Ninja. I saw a trailer for this. This looked pretty badass. Creature feature, aliens and ninjas fighting off against each other. Looked fun, so I figured, why not? I'll give it a watch. So yeah, Alien vs. Ninja, complete blind buy. From Mondo Macabro, I got one of the red ones. And that is The Beast with the Magic Sword. This is a Paul Nashley film. Been collecting a lot of his films. And yeah, this looks pretty badass. Like fantasy / horror all together. If you're wondering, I got 501 out of 1,000 of the red case editions. So it comes with the cards inside, everything. They will release this again in a standard Blu-ray. So if you missed out on it, don't worry. You'll still get a chance to grab it. So yeah, it's more good Paul Nashley in the collection. Next, thanks to Scream Factory again. This movie's been out of print. The DVD's been always going for an insane amount of money. Then when I found out they were putting this on Blu-ray, I jumped on it as fast as possible. That, of course, is Body Parts. I love this movie. It's so weird, so crazy. What's his name? Wow. Oh my God, what the hell is his name? Jeff Fahey. Jeez. He loses his arm. He gets a donor. Find out the donor is a serial killer, so his arm starts acting weird and his personality changes. And of course, he's going around trying to find everybody else who got the body parts from the serial killer. And they're getting picked off. Their arms and legs are getting ripped off. So much fun. So yeah, Body Parts. Great film. I think it's from the 90s. First DVD I got, and I found this for $10 at Soundgarden, and I did not know this was out of print. I just happened to see the spine. I knew this was an unearthed film. I figured, grab Unearthed. A lot of their DVDs are out of print, but I didn't know this one was insane print, and that is called Cannibal. I've been hearing great things on this. On Facebook, I'm part of the Unearthed group page. And when I showed this, they kind of went berserk. Like, I can't believe you found this for $10. So yeah, definitely cool. So again, if you see the Unearthed logo up on top, grab them. Because a lot of times these are out of print. Or starting to go out of print. You never know. It doesn't have a Blu-ray. So I figured for $10 for this DVD, I'll grab it. So, stoked. Another upgrade. I had the Anchor Bay. Figured go with the card player with Argentos, but this is Scorpion and Ronin Flicks. So yeah, the card player right there. That's pretty cool. And I don't know if I flipped it over. No, same artwork. I heard it's not the greatest, but you know, Argento's Argento. Next, I found this cheap on Amazon. The Cauldron of Blood. I actually have this one. I have not seen, so I figured I might as well grab it. I love Boris Karloff and a lot of his stuff, so figured, you know what? I've been hearing it's not the greatest. Fuck it, who cares? So yeah, Cauldron of Blood. Yeah. Another Scream Factory. Picked up The Chosen. This is kind of like a Omen not a spin-off, but an Omen like look-alike type film. It was actually pretty neat. My wife and I watched it the other night. She goes, "That's how it ended? What?" Yeah, very open the air type thing. But this does have the alternate USA made-for-TV ending. So it's got a different ending if you decide to go with that cut. So yeah, when you play it, you have to watch the whole movie. So, you know, just fast forward to get to that particular ending. So it has both endings to this film. Chosen, pretty cool. Especially if you like the Omen type movies. You'll like that. Next is Countdown. Now, at first I thought this was going to be stupid. You know, killer app. Oh my god. You know, it tells you when you're going to die. And if it gets to that part, some supernatural force will kill you. Or maybe like a Final Destination type thing. So I figured, let's give it a shot. After watching it, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I thought this was pretty cool. This will probably grow on me. I like the how they did the history of this supposed app. Goes back to the Middle Ages type things where people went to scries and scholars and seers. So I'm like, oh, okay. So they tied that in. The guy that played the priest in this was hysterical. I thought that was kind of neat. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Countdown. It was actually pretty decent for a New Age flick. DVD number 2. Now, the original title of this DVD is out of print. It's very hard to find. And usually this DVD goes around. It's pretty shitty quality. Of course, that is Creature. But this one actually has a great transfer. It's not as dark as the other ones. And it actually goes, when you pop it in, it actually goes by the title of Titan Find. For $5, I said, fuck it. Why not? It is a burn-on-demand DVD, but it looks pretty good for its picture quality. So I figured, yeah, for $5, I'll pick it up for now. Hopefully someone will pick this up, put it on a nice, decent Blu-ray. I think it's a public domain movie. Maybe, maybe not. But it'll be kind of cool to see if this actually gets a better release. There is a Blu-ray out there with this movie in a 3-pack. I heard the picture quality is atrocious. The remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still. Figured, had the original, get the remake. Actually, it's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. From Warlock Video. I haven't bought stuff from Warlock in a while. And I figured, well, they have parts 1 and 2. And there's the remake of Death o' Lantern, the remake. Yeah, so this is another shot on video. Actually shot in 4K type deal movie. So, now Warlock Video. If you buy these movies, this is how you get their Blu-rays and DVDs. They're written on blank movies. That's how they do it. So if you buy Warlock, you're stuck with it. Or if you want to give it away. But I definitely recommend these films. A lot of them are pretty fun. The Death Lantern first 2 movies are fun. Little slashers. I figured I'll go for the remake slasher. Some more Scream Factory. This one was been out of print for a while. It was only exclusive to their website, which I thought was kind of not a great idea. But they decided, hey, we found more copies. Oh my god. So I'm going to jump on it right now. And that is, of course, is Deathstalker and Deathstalker 2 double feature. They had it cheap. I'm grabbing now because if it goes out of print again, I'm not going to get it. It's more fantasy, but does have some horror elements to it. So I figured that's going in the collection. The Depraved, another one of those IFC Scream Factory releases. I guess it's like a new age Frankenstein film. Figured, why not? Give it a shot. If anybody's seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Another one that could kind of be more misconstrued as horror or not, or action, or drama, whatever. And that is The Edge. I saw this in the theater. I really liked it. Completely forgot all about it. And I'm figuring, what was that movie with Hopkins fighting a bear with another dude? They're going after each other. So it's kind of more of like a thriller, but it's got a cool killer bear in it as well. Figured, oh yeah, fuck The Edge. So yeah, that's now added to the collection. Thanks to Arrow. Oh, putting this movie out. This movie I think only had VHS. There was like bootlegs all over the place. I never got the bootleg at the time. I always found other ones, so I figured, well, I'll wait and pick up the bootleg down the road. Well, Arrow comes out and puts out Edge of the Axe. Wow. Little unknown slasher to many, but this movie is a lot of fun. Serial killer going around picking off women, particular women, of course, with an axe. They're all on a mountaintop town or whatever. You can tell it's a rubber axe. It's bouncing off people with the bloods there. It's funny. But great slasher. Definitely recommend it. If you haven't picked up Edge of the Axe, you should. Especially if it's filled with all this commentary, interviews. So you got that big nice wall of text with special features. The slipcover was through Diabolic. And I don't think it was only through their website. So you might just get it without. But who cares? Flip or not, own the movie. Great flick. And that's what I found, again, for dirt cheap. That is Europa Report. It's a cool, like, sci-fi monster movie. It's kind of cool. I remember watching it and forgot all about it. Alright, another Warlock. And this is like another remake of their film. They did one in the 80s. This is a 2014 remake of the original, and done in 4K as well. Evil Knight, where this nerd gets picked on. And I think he makes a deal with Satan or something. Dons a mask, gets superpowers, and picks them off one at a time. Yeah, they actually used the original mask that was done in the original Evil Knight and put it in this movie. So, again, if you buy Warlock, this is what you get. So, when you buy them, check them, just to make sure they play. But that's always what they've done. So, yeah, Evil Knight. Cool remake. Vinegar Syndrome. Yes. Flesh-eating mothers. I would never think this would get a Blu-ray. It's so weird, so cheesy. And I think I kept the same style. So Flesh-eating mothers put up by Vinegar Syndrome. Had to grab it. Next is Freaks. I've always been walking past this movie, and I know people showed this in the horror collection before. And I remember my friend Derek talked about this in our top 10 of 2019. And he really enjoyed it. So I figured, what the fuck? I found it on Walmart, picked it up. It's cool. It's like a different type of a Brightburn film, where this little girl has superpowers along with her father, but they're called freaks, and it's against the law to have these powers, and the government goes after them, but they're trying to find the mom / his wife. It was actually pretty cool, so definitely check out Freaks. Finally in the collection is Ghost Story. I forgot again about it, but Scream Factory put in an awesome job on this one. I made my wife watch it the other night. She loved it. So, Ghost Story, great classic flick. And the other DVD in my DVD pickup. This one's out of print, but I found it cheap on, I think it was Amazon or eBay. And this looks fucking bonkers. And that's Hiroko the Goblin. This is put up by Fangoria International. Wow, spider heads all over the place. Looks like all practical effects. I've never seen it before, but when I saw the trailer, I'm like, I have to buy this. So if anybody's seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Definitely going to be giving this a spin sometime soon. When I saw the price on, I think it was Amazon, I jumped on it because it was cheap. eBay, another out-of-print one, thanks to Twilight Times. But I finally picked up Hound of the Baskervilles, so another Sherlock Holmes added to the collection. From Blue Underground, yes. House by the Cemetery, in this cool, awesome lenticular cover. I watched this the other night. It's beautiful. Usually this has been on multiple packs and everything. And the quality is not the greatest, but they did an awesome job. This thing is fucking huge and thick. It's got 3 discs. It's got the 3rd disc is the CD soundtrack. So yeah, if you like Fulci, this is a definitely must own. House by the Cemetery. That little kid Bobby's annoying. From Arrow, if I upgraded the Initiation, it was cheap on Amazon. I figured usually Arrows are kind of high. This was at a really reasonable, great price. Figured grab it now. It's a great slasher. And I decided to go on a kick. Picked up Invasion of the Body Snatchers. For some reason, I did not own it in my collection. It's a classic. And I upgraded the 70 version to the Scream Factory. Figured, might as well buy them all now. This was awesome. This one's a great remake. And I figured, go for 2. Why not go for the 3rd one from, I think it's the 90s. It's called Body Snatchers, but it is the Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake. I did not go for the other one with Nicole Kidman and the other guy, Dennis Craig. I heard that one's pretty bad. But I figured, get these 3, good to go. Next, from Horror Pack, I found it on eBay. Johnny Gruesome. I almost bought this DVD, and I figured, well, put it on the back burner. But they put out in one of the limited horror packs, and this is number 43 in their line. So I figured, I'll grab it. This. Some seller on eBay was selling it cheap, so I snagged a copy. Next is from their own website, and this movie's it's on public domain all over the place. A lot of crap copies are out there, but this company said they put out the best quality of The Legend of Boggy Creek. I love this Bigfoot movie. I figured I'm going to jump on it and pick it up. And it actually came with this booklet, too. It's like a pamphlet and stuff about the legend, interviews, and making of The Legend of Boggy Creek. So this finally came in the mail. I can't wait to give this one a watch. I'm going to see how great the transfer is. Hopefully it is. If you got your copy and watched it, let me know if you liked the transfer. Next is The Lighthouse. It was okay. I know a lot of people freaking love this movie. It's a very slow burn. Black and white was awesome. When they shot this in black and white, it's supposed to be done in the 1800s. About these 2 guys stranded in a lighthouse. They're working, and storm rolls in, and they pretty much they get drunk and they go crazy. That's it. It's a very slow burn. It's kind of very much of a Lovecraft to it as well. Let's say William Dafoe's great. All his fucking farting is hysterical, but it was good. I don't think it was like the best of the year, but it was still a solid flick. So yeah, The Lighthouse, definitely check it out. Next, Mommy and Mommy 2. This is put out by VCI, and it's a triple disc. The first 2 discs are the movies. The 3rd one's all the special features. Supposedly this is like the sequel to The Bad Seed, where the girl grows up to become a mother, and she's very protective. I've never seen the sequels, so this is a first time watch for both. So I can't wait to give them a check. Next we have, we're running out of time, The Moose Head Over the Mantle. This looks pretty cool. Independent film where it's all shot over, like looking down from this mantle from the moose head. Different families living in this house. They all go crazy, start murdering people, I guess. And all tied with this one girl, and she's going back and forth from her past of her family. Well, I said, what the hell, why not? If anybody's seen it, The Moose Head Over the Mantle, I've been hearing good things on it, so hopefully it is good. Brazilian flick from Shudder exclusive, The Night Shifter. Heard good things about it. Figured I'll grab. I found a copy of Open Water, the trilogy, so all 3 movies all in one. Why not? It's like a Walmart exclusive. Parasite. This is the animated horror film series of both series 1 and 2. So you have all 24 episodes, all at one disc with all the special features. I've seen some stuff on YouTube about this show. It looks bonkers. Robert Englund's Fan of the Opera. Figured grab it. It was cheap. And of course from Ronin, I grabbed the Fan of the Opera. The is this Fulci? No, Argento. This is the Argento Fan of the Opera, which I heard is not the greatest, but I'll give it a shot. Finally owning the collection, and that is the Puppet Masters. Had this on DVD, finally upgraded to that. Grabbed Scanners 2 and 3. This was dirt cheap on Amazon. Figured grab it now because they're losing a lot of their rights to some of their films, and they're going out of print. So I figured grab this. It was like $11. So yeah, for $11, I'll grab them. The Shed. I fucking love this movie. This movie was so cool. This is the reverse cover art about a hunter getting bit by a vampire. He hides in the shed. And of course, this kid who's got an abusive grandfather because his parents died, he gets beat up by bullies, finds this vampire in the shed, and he kind of uses it as his friends start using it as a tool to get revenge. Awesome flick, The Shed. The Tomes. I heard pretty interesting things about this one. Figured I'll pick that up. If anybody's heard about it, let me know. The same with Trespass. Another one of those IFC Midnight Screen Factory releases. Figured, blind buy, give it a shot. The Ugly Sweater Party. Yes, pretty much about this sweater that if anybody wears it, they go on a killing spree. So it takes place in the woods during Christmas time where they all wear ugly sweaters. And I guess someone goes on a murdering spree. I guess fun to watch. So yeah, Ugly Sweater Party. Had to do it. Finally picked up Velocipastor from Wild Eye. About a priest turning into a raptor. Okay. Sounds right up my alley. Another from Vinegar Syndrome, and that is Zombie Island Massacre. I had this on the DVD on the Triple Fact. This is a pretty cool movie. Definitely recommend it. And I hope they do Blades. They can have all 3 on Blu-ray. And it would be nice to see a Killer Lawnmower movie on Blu. And last for my update. Sorry I had to fly through, but I'm running out of time. Had to grab Zombieland 2. Of course, it's still sealed right now. I got to put it in a plastic wrap. But I have the first one on Steelbook. Figured I'll grab the second one on Steelbook. So yeah, those are all the special features and shit if you want to pause it. Haven't watched it yet, as you could tell, so I can't wait to get that on the watch. Sooner or later, we will. My wife and I, we love the first movie. Go for the second. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my update. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. And also, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of these movies. If you have seen them and I haven't, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, have yourself a good one. Stay tuned for more stuff. Later. Peace.